What's up everyone, Darcblade here with another tactical guidance operation video for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. In this episode I'm going to be demonstrating how to get an S rank on Mission 35 or Episode 35, Cursed Legacy. Now this mission has one main mandatory mission objective, and that is to extract 2 containers. These are story based and fairly simple. You do however have to make sure you've upgraded the fault and recovery system to the point where it says Cargo 2, otherwise you won't be able to complete this mission. With that in mind, I will be taking this mission on with stealth, going for the no trace bonus. This also includes the perfect stealth no kills bonus. Now I'm going to mark on the iDroid the general location of the 2 containers. There's one located around here where I'm going to be putting an A, and there's one towards the east where I'm going to be putting a B. There is little equipment you really need to bring with you on this mission. I will advise though bringing D-Dog along, as he can easily identify enemies' locations without you having to manually mark them. This makes things a lot easier when sneaking to these containers. The enemies you face in this area too are heavily armoured, so they can easily deflect tranquilizer rounds. So if you do want to take this mission on using weaponry, then I would advise using stun or sleep grenades. Now we are approaching container 1. Now I did make a slight error here and assumed that D-Dog in his tactical outfit could be used to Fulton recover containers, but this isn't the case. It's just enemies that he can Fulton when he's wearing this outfit. It took me a few seconds to realise this, and it was a little bit of an amateur mistake on my part. Anyway, we're going to head over to the container instead and try to Fulton extract it. Now we have to be careful, as the 2 guards we see here normally patrol around the container, rarely leaving its sight. I was lucky here not to be caught, but it worked in my advantage, as the enemies do come over to inspect the area I was in, giving me ample time to go over to the container and potentially extract it. Now I am using the wormhole Fulton recovery here, so this also helps avoid detection when it comes to using the Fulton recovery on the containers. The only real advice I can give you here is just to be patient with the guards. When they both have their back to you and the containers, then you have an opportunity to jump on top of it and use the Fulton recovery, after which you need to get out of there ASAP, but try to avoid sprinting, as it will easily alert the guards. If you do what I do in this video, then you should be alright. Just make sure after you jump down from the container after Fulton extracting it, to get into a crouched position before moving on to the next container. You'll also notice that there is a timer on this mission. This is story based really, but we're going to be ignoring it for this playthrough. Anyway, as I make my way over to the second container, I'll go over the additional objectives available to you in this mission. The first is to complete the mission by riding a Fulton extracted container out of the hot zone. I will be demonstrating this during this playthrough. I will actually be doing this on this second container. All you have to do is just hold triangle after you put the Fulton extraction onto it, and then you'll be carried out with it at the end. The next additional objective is to complete the mission without the enemy discovering the containers are missing. To do this, basically not a single soldier is able to witness you extracting the containers or noticing that they're suspiciously gone. The best way to do this is to actually take out the soldiers, so it may be best done for a different playthrough. The next is to pinpoint the soldier's location from the intel file. There are 2 intel file locations scattered around the map. The first is in a tent north of our location here, and the other is in the Luftwaffe Valley Mansion. Again, going for this is best safe for a mission playthrough where you're not restricted by time. The next additional objective is to extract the commander of the Zero Risk Security Force guarding the mansion. He's actually found inside the mansion, so you need to carry him outside before you can Fulton recover him, or make sure you've upgraded the Fulton recovery to the point where it's the wormhole Fulton recovery. Anyway, the last additional objective is to recover the rough diamonds snatched by the common ravens near the Luftwaffe Valley by the northwest guard post. This is actually found on the plateau west of the mansion, but be careful as there are aggressive animals in the vicinity. The diamonds are actually quite a distance away from the mansion, but if you go west of the mansion and hug the cliffside, you should eventually find it. If you're having difficulty, just look for the helicopter extraction to the north of this area and then go southwest from there. It's along the cliff sides at the bottom. You can see here I got very lucky indeed, and there's another example of why it's sometimes better to play missions at night rather than the day. It really does reduce enemies' line of sight. It's also an example of not to panic when an enemy does potentially come close to spotting you. If that ever does happen to you, just stay low and move away from the enemy's location, making sure you go around rocks or boxes or whatever just to break his line of sight. Anyway, we've got to the second container and now it's time to extract it. As I mentioned before, with the additional objectives, we're going to be extracted along with the container. Now I must say this wasn't the cleanest of missions. I got caught numerous times and I wasted time thinking that D-Dog could extract containers. But I still got away with completing numerous mission objectives, as well as the perfect stealth no kills bonus, and finally that no trace bonus, which gave us another S rank. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you another tactical guidance operation video to how to get an S rank on Mission 35, Cursed Legacy, in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.